This week, guys, we are going to get back on this excursion. We're going to wrap up the front end, right? We got to get the grill on. We got to get the bumper
and by
on.
wrap, he doesn't mean like present wrap or like shrink wrap.
No, and then we got some parts to do up here by the wipers.
Yep.
So let's get
to
it. You ready to go? Are you ready?
Let's get on the pewter pig, y'all.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so we got our Ruda-Guda. We're going to Ruda-Guda the holes on our friggin' brackets there. Gonna do a little teeth cleaning, you know what I'm saying? Get in there, get them all nice and purry. So every time I hear a Dremel, that's what I think of the dentist.
Really? Oh, it is about the right sound, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know what? I went to the dentist once, and they put these Q-tips in my mouth. It tasted awful, so I pulled them out. The dentist comes back, he's like, "What'd you do that for?" I was like, "The thing tasted awful." He's like, "Well, those are numbing agents."
Numbing.
I was like, "I don't need them." He's like, "I'm literally gonna cut the top of your teeth so I can insert." I was like, "It's fine, do it, doc." He's like, "No, you don't understand. No one's." I said, "Just trust me, I can handle it." He's like, "All right." I said, "Besides, I'm cash pay. I can't afford that stuff."
Right.
He's like, "All right, fine." He just starts doing it, getting in there, and it got hot, it got hurt, burned a little bit, kind of a weird numb feeling all through my face. It's all right. It's a lot better than paying for it.
Well, that was, hey, tip of the day from Ryan.
If you can't afford numbing agents.
If you want to save a little money, just keep that out of your mouth. You're crazy. What are you thinking?
I can't help it. It's drawn to it. It annoys.
All right, well, what in the world are you going to do with this thing?
All right, so we're just going to wallow out our hinges. So we got to do the front of the hinges. We want to go forward. The back of the hinges, we want to go backwards. That allows us play. So when we set up the new hood, it allows us to move it back and forth. So
all right.
That's all.
So my understanding of this whole entire switchover, sorry, I should put it on your face and not
on my bosoms.
Yes. My understanding is these fenders are a little bit longer, the hood's a little bit longer. Everything needs to shift forward, right? No, what we saw?
Correct.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for you to stop talking so I can work. This ain't gonna work. Jason's already put our templates out. We got to cut this area out so that the light fits. So let's get to it.
All right, hey Ryan, what you got going on over here, buddy?
All right, so the McNasty kit, what it does is it raises the height of the fender because the hood, everything is bigger, so you got to get everything up higher. So what we're doing now is we're just we put our hinge point for the piston.
Yeah. That little ball joint right there.
Factory, screwed it right in, and then we're just gonna self-tap this right here. And
nice.
This isn't this is temporary. This isn't. We'll come back and we'll drill it. We'll put
rib nuts,
certs, or whatever the heck you guys want to call them.
Nut certs, I think, is what McNasty calls them.
I think after we trim the fenders, we can hang. After we trim the inner fenders, we can hang a fender. Email me at jmrrebuilders@gmail.com if you know anything about technology, cameras, editing. I'm looking for a partner. Not trying to say anything, but the record button wasn't pressed. One job. But we got it back together, guys. Now, as a guy at McNasty...
This is not back together, but the truck is definitely...
McNasty Customs tells you you're gonna have to massage it. You're gonna have to do some wallowing. The other day I was at the garden watching the Celtics play. I parked the car at the car park, lost my car keys. So, went to the bubbler, got some sprinkles, got some jimmies on my ice creams. So, on that note, guys, as old Whitey would tell yous, I'll see you next time. Jammin' Nation!